So the other day I asked you to post some questions, things like that, what you wanted to know, anything about music, anything about me, anything about my opinion on pretty much anything. So thanks to everyone who submitted questions so far. I'm working my way through them. I'm going to try and get 1 or 2 done a week, okay? So if you have submitted a question, then I've got a big file here with all the questions written down and who asked them, and I'm working through them one by one based on which ones I got first, okay? Justa Llama on YouTube. Cool name. And it's Adam, when you write instrumental songs or sections, do you write the melody first or the rhythm parts first? And do you sit down and think about what modes could create certain effects to match the corresponding lead rhythm part, or do you just improvise it all? There's various different approaches I take. I think I've spoken about it in videos before, but I'll give you a quick rundown, okay? So the first thing is that purely improvising with the guitar at hand, okay? I come up with some of my best riffs, some of my best leads, some of my best melodies. Basically, I come up with some of my best music, sat there just playing on guitar, twiddling away till I come up with something cool, right? An improvisatory approach. The other approach is exactly the opposite. I'll sit down with a pen and paper or on a program like Sibelius, basically music notation, and I'll write music notation software, and I'll start writing music notation based on either A, pure experimentation, or B, theoretical knowledge. So I'll write music using theory. Best music that I write, music that I like the most, is both of those things combined. So I'll often start by coming up with a great riff or a great melody, something like that, by improvising on guitar. And then what I'll do is I'll notate it, and then I'll start experimenting with it and using my kind of theoretical knowledge in order to make it different. Okay, so those are my kind of 2 main approaches. I do think a lot about modes, but not just modes, but various scales and various harmonies, okay? So I'm not always just thinking, oh, I'm going to write this in Phrygian. I'll normally start by writing something simple in major or minor. And I always relate the modes back to the major or minor scale. If you want more information on that, check out my Unlocking Modes DVD on my approach to kind of using modes, okay? So I'll normally start by writing a riff or something in major or minor, and then I'll tweak it to bring in the different modal sounds or different scale sounds. I'll invent scales on the fly, and then I'll use the harmony to kind of cement that scale sound. Other way around, I'll sometimes write a harmony. Often if I'm doing that first, I'll write a complex harmony. So rather than simple major or minor chords, I might have some kind of clusters, or, you know, more extended chords, more unorthodox chords, if you like, basically chords that aren't diatonic. And then I'll try and invent scales, or I'll use scales that I already know can kind of work around those chords in order to create music that way. Okay, Justa Llama, I hope that helps. I hope you guys like the format of this video. It's going to be basically 2 or 3 minutes of me just briefly explaining my opinion on these kind of things and how I work. So I hope that does help. Any more questions, get in touch, and good luck.